$100 to be a guinea pig, I ain't gonna really tell you what I'm putting in you, right? I just want you to know this test is for such and such, but on the undercover is not really for that. And how you know? You don't. But do you know you're going to get paid? You probably will get paid. Do you know what the results going to come with the stuff they put in your system? Nope. They do. They know why they're doing it, right? They're going to always have somebody going to do it because somebody want money. The side effects, that's mean, the results.
Yeah, how many periods, how time does these side effects continue inside the person?
We don't know. We don't know.
Grandma Logan said something about it in Big Red did.
Yeah.
And she told me, don't you do that
Yeah.
anymore.
We don't know.
His attitude changed.
Sure.
You see, if you're already in there, the people that has unclean spirits, outside of what we already have ourselves, we are entangled with these spirits
Sure.
ourselves.
Absolutely.
Coming from someone else.
Absolutely.
Who you're around is who you become.
Yeah.
And she noticed his disposition change.
Yeah.
Then his habits change.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
drugs, alcohol,
So forth and so on.
and temper.
Right.
See, she didn't want me to kill him. That's what the problem was.
Yeah.
And so she said, don't you go back to those places. Our other sister talked about her brother donating blood.
Sure. Same.
You grab that money because
Yeah.
it's easy. They put money in your pocket quickly.
Yeah.
You see, and everyone is using those needles, and everyone is not honest.
Absolutely.
And everybody,
Well.
again, it's the same way with what's going on today, the pandemic.
Sure.
There are so many people around us
Yeah.
that have already contacted the COVID virus, but
Right.
they are not telling it.
Sure.
Because pride is one demon that we go to our grave with. That
Absolutely.
is never destroyed.
Right.
The demon of pride.
Yeah.
It makes us think highly of ourselves than we ought to think.
Yeah.
So therefore, we don't follow rules, we don't follow regulations, can anyone tell us anything? So that's why come a lot of this COVID, people are still going to work, going to the grocery store, sitting side by side, wherever they want to go.
Yeah.
That demon tells them, they already have
Right.
they depressed, oppressed,
Yeah,
who wants to be sick, first of all?
Absolutely.
So therefore, they share the love.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call it.
Sure.
So again, ways of making money, anyone can become a guinea pig.
Absolutely.
For whatever reason,
Yeah.
you see. And some people love and love science, and they want to be a part of it. But there's others need a fix. Bills
Sure.
paid, children to put food in their
Whatever
mouth,
it takes to
they
survive.
need. They
Yeah.
have a reason for why they do what they do.
Anything to
And so they're never
survive.
short or shy of anyone to
Yeah.
fill those slots in
Absolutely.
those places. And the blood donor banks, they need the blood.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And so, but again, people are not being honest and
Sure.
doing it. They can even change their records. And this is a part of public records.
Oh yeah. But,
Because you can look it up, and some things are already in there that we
Yeah.
may have forgotten that was
Right.
there that we tried to hide.
Right.
You see, so
Yeah.
they go all the way back from childhood, from birth.
Sure.
They go
Sure.
all the way back from our doctor's record because everyone had determined it.
Right. Right. My whole total point of saying what I'm saying is because how many of you have known the government to give you something for nothing? Even the stimulus check. It wasn't free. Right? Got a witness? Huh? It wasn't free. We paying for it. It was our money anyway. Right? But the point is, most of the time, any kind of program you get in that's government associated, there is some kind of loop and loophole in it that you and I may not be aware of until after the effect. Am I right?
Yes.
Far as I've known, it's been like that, especially if you're in the service. Huh? Especially if you're welfare or Social Security. Our dependency seems to be like that, and when they decide to change something, you don't have no choice most of the time. Am I right? Because why? They own it. So they own it. They think they own you.
You said things. They don't everybody. They
But
not gonna comply.
but listen, when you retaliate, who most of the time gets the brunt of it?
Unless God's on your side.
That's what I'm getting to. This is why dependency has to be on God, not the system. The system is connected to what we're reading here in Revelation 17, right? That's why I had you to underline every time you see beast in Revelation 17. Every time you see woman in Revelation 17. These are connected. The woman is part of the system, but the woman is the world giving birth to the system. That make sense? Do that make sense? Because the system involves the four horsemen of the apocalypse that we talked about in Revelations, the 6th chapter, which means the first horse is the white horse. It's taking care of the religion and political system, right? Our religion and political systems are in a kingdom owned by, led by kings, president, prime ministers, so forth and so on. And the Pope and the Catholic system, right? New Age system, the New World Order. Do you get it? So it's all structured from that head going down to the next horse, which the white horse, then the what horse? Then the what horse? Red horse. That's going forth also to conquer, but this time through war, real weaponry. Any politicians, leaders, kings always want to have some type of war in order to dominate another country, another people, right? Yeah. And so we seeing that exact thing happen where? In Revelations. Are we not? Yeah. So that's why I want you to get the picture of how it fits in the reality. Do you see some of that? Do you see it in our news and current events of the day? How our presidents in other countries are wanting to go to war and already having wars. Matthew told us in 24th chapter, this is just what? The beginning of sorrow. Matter of fact, turn to it real quick. Whole Revelation 17. We'll be back there in just a moment. All right? I want you to get the picture. Because if you get the picture, then you get to see I'm just not telling you this. It's not fake news. It's reality. And it's right in front of our face. And we need to see it. Need to get it in us. Because we need God desperately. I don't know about you, but I do. So right out the bat in Matthew the 24th chapter, Jesus said in 4th verse, let's just start at the 3rd again. Repetition's good, isn't it? Repetition. Matthew 24, 3 through 8, I'm sorry. Everybody got it, first of all. Okay, go ahead.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying,
You see here? God, they came set apart from all the rest of them, right? Because they wanted to know these things. Everybody don't want to know it. They still want God, but they don't want to know this. When you tell somebody, we live in Revelation, we study in Revelation, oh man, that book scared me. I don't want to talk about that. How many of you have got some comments like that? Nobody wants to hear that stuff. Even church, especially church folk. Ain't that something? And most of them will tell you, especially Baptists or something along that line, say, we ain't going to be here anyway, so I ain't worried about it. How many of you heard that one? See? Go ahead.
The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thine coming and of the end of the world?
So all those three questions that we talked about, right? Jesus didn't directly answer them with that, to give him that straight answer, did he? He gave him the answer that was most important. Here we go.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
That wasn't the answer they wanted to hear.
Of course not.
Right? That ain't the answer we want to hear. Well, first of all, my question would have been, why are you talking about deception when I asked you a different question? Well, because deception is the epitome, it's the big kahuna of how all this comes together. Huh? Like you said earlier, pride of man is man's downfall, because pride and deception always go together. Some kind of way. I want you to see me as I want you to see me, even if I ain't like that, right? My pride won't let me be none other than what I want you to see me as to be, right? Hello? And so I'm going to use deception to get you there, am I? Right? I might be a slick dog, woolly booger, but I'm act like I'm nice, gentle, cool, calm, and collected. But underneath the hood, I'm the devil in disguise. Huh? Deception. Go ahead.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
So let me ask you this question. Jesus is saying this, correct? How many of you agree with that? How many of you agree with that? All right, if Jesus is saying it, then it's got to be important and it's got to be true, right? So with him saying what he said, many shall come in my name. So Jesus is what? Who? Who is Jesus? The Lord. Lord God, right? So with him saying, take heed that no man deceive you, and then saying this next, what is he talking about? What subject would I put this under for as those four horsemen? You getting the picture? What is the white horse? Revelation 6 chapter. What is the white horse?
The white horse represents, from memory, religion.
Okay, and?
I want to say economic, but let me go with you.
Nope.
Politics.
Okay, religion and politics. Don't forget that. Write it on in your margin or wherever. Politics and religion have always been partners, right? Come together. Religion and politics have always come together. You see how twisted? Either way you go, it's the same, right? You just put the leader in his place, right? If it's led by politics first, religion somewhere is going to be part of that. Huh? Do I mean a church structure? Not necessarily. Religion is something you do to what? Worship something? To put it into some kind of criteria to meet a standard that you want it to be, right? Huh? It don't have to be a church structure, but most of the time it involves some kind of goddess or God worship, right? Whether it be, let's say, consumerism is a religion. Did you realize that? You know what consumerism is? Anybody? Consumerism. Cherie, you should really know this. Consumerism. Is it a word? Consumerism. Y'all got smartphones.
How does the consumer have us?
Shopping. Yeah, when you shopping and
That's all it is. Anything you add ISM to, it attaches to it, is telling you something about that portion. Okay, come on, either one. Come on.
it says the theory that an increasing consumption of goods is economically desirable.
Okay, now hit that on the spot. That's us, ain't it?